Hello, and today I'm going to take a look at some UI changes on the CTE servers. If you look at my hipfire markers, you'll see they're large and they're blue, and that's because in the options now you can change how they look. So in gameplay advanced options on the CTE servers, if you scroll down past the minimap options, you get hipfire reticle options, and you can change the size of them up to 150% larger or down to 50% smaller. You can change their visibility, so that's their opacity, and you can change the colour. So with these three RGB sliders you can pick pretty much any colour you want. So here I'm going to go for orange, which is kind of all red, bit green, no blue. And you can also change the colour of the optic reticles. So instead of having red dots you can change it, so here you can see I've got a blue dot instead of a red dot. And works better on some sites than others. You can also change your hit indicators, so you can change their size up to 150%. You can change if different damage has a different shape, and you can change their colour. So here I've got standard hit marker is still white, they're all on full. Here I've got it on orange again for a headshot, and a kill is going to come up red. So if I save those changes and go back into the game, you'll see that my hipfire indicators are now going to be orange with a bit of luck, and there we have it. So we've got orange hipfire indicators and blue sights. Not the greatest colour combinations, I'll admit. But after a couple of rounds of playing around with these settings, I think I found the perfect colour, at least for me, for my reticles, and that is green. In game you notice a lot of these changes, but when you watch it on a video it's not quite so easy, so I'm going to slow that down. So you can see that my coyote scope is now a nice green colour. It's light enough to show up against dark backgrounds, but it's green enough to show up against white backgrounds, and works pretty well as a balanced colour. Start firing at him when I spot him again, and you'll see the first hit marker I get is orange, so that's a headshot there. And then the second hit marker is going to be red, and that's when I kill him. And although it happens really quick in game, you do seem to notice the differences. So you do notice the flash of orange and the flash of red. For the guns I've noticed this makes the biggest difference to are the DMRs. Now the 3.4 times scopes look amazing when you change the reticle size and intensity. This green I'm using works really well on these scopes, and the hit markers is a big difference to the DMRs as well. Usually a DMR is a 3-shot kill, but that little flash of colour you get for a headshot hit marker lets you know you're on for a 2-shot kill. Now on an assault rifle, dropping from 5 to 4 isn't all that important, but on a DMR, knowing that you've just dropped your time to kill down to 2 shots, that can help you out a lot. And it's not just your primary weapons that this is going to affect. Your pistol scope is going to be nice and green as well. It applies to anything that has a scope. So here you can see a SRAW with a blue reticle on it from one of my earlier experiments. So anything that has a scope is going to change colour. But I think the biggest change that I noticed was how much information you get back from the hit markers. So here I know I get the red flash. Now I kill the first guy, I can move straight over to the second guy. And the red hit marker does show up quite a bit before the enemy killed message. So here you're going to see I get a few white hit markers on this guy, then there's an orange, then there's a red. And even though it's really quick, you do actually see all the different colours flashing by. One of the most surprising changes is with explosives. So here I throw a grenade at a guy and I kill him, and I get the red hit marker. And that's pretty much what you'd expect. But the hit markers can tell you how many people are there. When I fire this rocket off, I get a white hit marker and a red hit marker. I hit one guy and I killed another. So from the hit markers I can now tell there's still somebody behind that cover to take out. So in the end I've gone for a green scheme. So my hipfire reticle is green and my aim down sight reticle is green. Now the aim down sight reticle isn't as bright a green as the hipfire reticles, even though they're supposed to be the same colour. If we go into the options and take a look, you'll be able to see that they are the same colour. I'm going to scroll down. So there they are. They're both set up exactly the same, but they come out different shades of green. I thought it might be something to do with the sizing, but it doesn't seem to be. It just seems to be that the optic sights have a paler colour than the hipfire. The other thing that made this really tricky to work out is that it snows more when you zoom in. So, light snow, heavy snow, light snow. Doesn't make much sense because it's even snowing harder outside the area of the scope. So, never noticed that before. But yes, it snows harder when you zoom in. So that's a quick look at the new reticle and hip marker options. These will probably come to life sometime in the spring. Thanks for watching.